So we just met the witch at the end of the stream last week. Mildred Walker. Have we finished all the conversations with her?
Miss Walker is concentrating hard on her berry picking.
Yep.
I have nothing else to ask for the time being.
Guess we're done with her then. The berries. These are purple color berries.
They look somewhat like juniper berries. What are those berries you're picking?
An ancient breed, no good for eating. However, they do have some medicinal qualities.
I see.
Medicinal qualities. That is awesome then.
The cottage is nestled cozily in the woods. I shouldn't enter uninvited.
Yeah, we cannot be rude here. We don't want to be impolite.
Miss Bateman,
Oh.
Yes.
remember what I told you when we first met? You're better off waiting for the next train back to the city.
Why?
Something terrible happened to Samuel Bryden in that Barrow. Whatever they found down there, I'd wager it got to your father too. Tell me you won't disturb Hobbs Barrow.
I can't make that promise, Mildred.
Can't say I didn't warn you. There is something unnatural about that place.
We must seek to understand the world by rational means, Miss Walker. One cannot abandon reason.
Wow. Ooh, another vision, guys. Back to the past.
Thomasina, come here this instant.
I'm playing with Josephine.
She can wait. This is very important.
I'll be back soon, Josephine. I'll be back soon, Josephine.
Can we not bring her along with us? Also, I want to say welcome to Manji Noses. Hello. Hope you're doing well also.
Hello. What is it, Mummy?
It's your father.
Daddy's home?
No, my dear. I must go to Bakewell with haste. Miss Bowes will look after you whilst I'm gone. Is that clear?
Where's Daddy?
He's had an accident.
What happened?
He's come off his horse.
Silly Daddy. Will he be all right?
Of course he will be fine. Your father is as strong as an ox. But I need to go collect him, all right?
Can't I come too?
No, dear. Miss Bowes will look after you.
But I want to come.
Go pick up your dolls, then come inside, all right?
Yes, Mummy. Josephine, it's time to go inside now.
We are going to sneak onto the coach. We are going to go along. Oh.
Where did Mummy go?
Well, we are back. No seeking then. That squirrel is very playful, guys. Every single time when we cross his path, he crosses right in front of us. Huh? What? Ooh!
I helped him then, and I can help him again.
Can help my father again. You mean get him back to normal?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
Oh, hello. Arthur Tillett.
He is staring intently into the woods.
What is he doing?
Arthur, you won't believe it. The journal belongs to my father. He was here in Bewley. Arthur? Hello?
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to remember something.
What is it?
I'm not sure. Something in the woods. It will come back to me. You say your father were in Bewley?
Yes! Mildred said that he helped Samuel Bryden excavate Hobbs Barrow 25 years ago.
Well, I'll be. Let's talk about it tonight at the plough.
You sure you're alright?
Arthur, I must tell you about the dream I had. I was at Hobbs Barrow and there was a creature. It told me it saved my father from something inside and that I would find proof of this in the morning. Sure enough, when I awoke, the journal was in my room. Mildred confirmed the journal belonged to my father. The creature told me it could help my father again. I mean, it was merely a dream. I don't know what to think anymore. Arthur? Arthur, are you listening? Fine then, we'll talk later. I hope you piece together your memories.
Something wrong with him, guys.
He is staring intently into the woods. I'll leave him be for now.
Remember the poisonous berries, Sofia? Those berries, those purple berries, those are poisonous ones. The same ones! You are right, I totally forgot, Sofia. Those were the berries! Alright, I need to look at my to-do list again, guys. So, explore Bewley and the surrounding area. Convince Mr. Bryden to allow the excavation. So, must find some way to convince him to let me undertake that dig of Hobbs Barrow. Investigate local folklore. Find out more about the stories connected to Hobbs Barrow. Okay, so... not sure where we need to go right now.
Bugger off!
Ah, the unmistakable charm of old Cyril.
So very friendly.
Good day.
Hey up.
Oh, new topics, everybody.
Look at this, Mr. Crozier. It's my father's journal.
Oh, aye? Why are you showing me?
Yeah.
Did you slip it under my door last night?
Ha! Have you gone daft? Why would I have your father's journal?
Never mind. Did the sketches inside mean anything to you?
Looks like a load of rubbish to me.
I found out my father visited Bewley 25 years ago. William Bateman, perhaps you remember him?
I would have been just a lad. What were he here for?
That's what I intend to find out. What do you make of this stone?
Don't look like out to me.
Are you familiar with any local folklore?
Oh, aye. The old cobbler used to tell me some right stories. Swore he sold a pair of boots to a goblin when he were a young man.
A goblin, you say? I take it this cobbler was a regular at the Plough and Furrow?
Never drank a day in his life. Sober as a judge. Have you been to the Devil's Toe?
Yes, I'm familiar with the cairn.
Some say they've seen the goblin's daughter there, playing her fiddle. Can't say I've seen her myself, mind.
Ooh, we have to go there again, guys.
Do you know any other stories about this goblin?
I don't have the time to be standing here gossiping about old wives' tales.
Apologies.
I guess you cannot talk and work at the same time then.
I'm having some trouble extricating a knife from a table in the Plough and Furrow. Might I borrow a pair of pliers?
A knife, you say? I can get that out for you.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crozier.
Think nothing of it. Wait here. That were a struggle. Here you are.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
Thank you very much. Very nice. I'm surprised that he was doing that for free, guys. So that's a knife.
I should be careful. The blade is sharp.
A sharp knife. The most useful items in a game. Okay, while we're here, let's go talk to the old lady again. Oh, wait! She's not here today. Oh, hello.
Hey, boy.
What are you up to, boy? You want me to follow you? Where did he go? Hey, we're here again, guys. Where is the old lady? Well, she'll be here every single day, every morning, to sell her cookies. She's not here, guys. Surprisingly. Do we know where she lives? Does she live outside of town? Okay, before we go that way, let's head back into the tavern. Is the store open yet, guys? This store is always closed. Why?
No one here. Good day.
I'm still setting up my stall. Come back later.
Oh, I'm sorry.
She'll take your sweet time, huh? I won't bother you again. Did they say there was a market today? Well, that lady is setting up her stall. Maybe that is the mini market. A sharp knife for meat, probably. A sharp knife for all kinds of stuff.
It's Mr. Stanley Kemp, the proprietor of the Plough and Furrow. He has the serious and worn-out facial expression of a man who deals with drunkards on a nightly basis. I've had some rather unbelievable news, Stanley.
Oh? Remarkable.
Quite the coincidence, is it not?
Remarkable. Just remarkable.
Do you recall my father from back then?
I'm afraid not. Those were my droving days, you see. I didn't spend much time in Bewley, but an interesting turn of events nonetheless.
What do you know of Mother Mildred?
I'll tell you what I know about Mother Mildred. She wants locking up.
How so?
She owes me a small fortune on her tab from years ago. Do remind her next time you see her, won't you?
I'd rather not get involved, if you don't mind.
Be careful who you trust, Miss Bateman.
Goodbye.
See you soon.
Surely we can trust the poisonberry lady, right? She's growing poisonous berries. Yasmin, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, everybody. Well, I guess we can go back to the Devil's Toe. Devil's Teeth? Wait, what is it again? Toe or teeth? One of the two. Okay, so I suppose... I believe it's this way, to the right? Yes. Oh!
Hello?
Oh! Oh, we found her, guys! The blonde girl! You think she is a goblin's daughter, Sofia? I think you are right.
William Paxton. Modest and gentle of heart.
Is she running back to the Devil's Toe? Oh, hello.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Did you see a young girl with blonde hair pass by here?
No, lass. There you are. Are you Thomasina Bateman?
Tell the truth. Well, I don't see why not, guys. Right?
That's my name.
Oh, marvelous. It's me, Leonard Shoulder.
Oh!
I'd given up on finding you.
Whoa!
Please take a seat, Miss Bateman. We have much to discuss.
You finally arrived in this game.
You've proven to be quite the enigma, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm mortified. I offer you 1,000 apologies. You see, I've been bound to me bed these past few days with a terrible fever.
How dreadful. I take it you're feeling better now?
Aye. I were on me way to find you when I stopped here to catch me breath. I've not much go in me these days.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I were worried you'd have given up on me and left town.
I had no idea what had become of you, Mr. Shoulder. I spent a good amount of time pounding on your front door.
I'm embarrassed. I really am. I've been doing my best to sleep through the fever. I am so very sorry. Please accept my apology, Miss Bateman.
Fine, Mr. Shoulder. I've come all this way. Let us speak of the business at hand.
Marvelous.
I've just learned that my father was part of a previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow some 25 years ago. Why didn't you mention this in your letter?
What? Where did you hear that?
I have my means.
I swear, Miss Bateman, I had no idea.
I take it you will also deny delivering me my father's journal?
I'm confused. What journal?
My father's journal was slipped under my door at the Plough and Furrow. It wasn't you who did this?
I've been bound to me bed, lass. What an extraordinary coincidence. You are following in your father's footsteps.
It would seem so, Mr. Shoulder.
Ooh, a whole bunch of topics here. Welcome, Moderator Ray. How are you? Mr. Shoulder seems to have an accent. Oh, seems like he does. I'm glad that he finally showed up in stream number 3, guys. He's finally here, Mr. Shoulder.
Why did you invite me to excavate Hobbs Barrow?
I've always been curious about the colourful folklore surrounding the place. My father told me all sorts of stories about it when I were a wee fellow. Stories that some folk around here take a little too seriously, especially after those lads entered the Barrow a while back.
How did you know about me?
I saw your interview in the Bakewell Times. A young lady travelling about the land, digging up barrows. Perfect for the job.
But why do you wish to excavate the Barrow?
I want to see what those lads found in there. My curiosity has grown over the years. Now it is time for the mystery to be solved.
I must say I am rather eager to find out what's in there myself.
So why did you not do it yourself? Why did you not just get a shovel and head to the barrows yourself and dig whatever is buried in there? Are you too afraid?
I've managed to find Hobbs Barrow, but Mr. Bryden is yet to give me permission to excavate.
Is that so? Keep trying. He'll relent eventually.
Perhaps you could have a word with him.
Oh no. A lovely young lass such as yourself has a better chance of changing his mind than a shaky old goat like me.
You told me in your letter there would be no issue gaining access to the Barrow.
I didn't foresee any when I wrote to you. I'm sorry this has been more complicated than anticipated. Don't give up yet, Miss Bateman. Keep trying with Mr. Bryden.
Did you know my father?
I don't believe so. What's his name?
William Bateman. He was in Bewley for at least a few days, from my understanding.
I'm sorry, lass. The name doesn't ring a bell.
Are you sure you had no idea of my father's involvement in the previous excavation?
I'm quite sure. A most fascinating coincidence, but nothing more than that.
I'm starting to wonder if it's more than mere coincidence, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman, I did not take you for a credulous individual.
I'm none of the sort. What can you tell me about the previous excavation of Hobbs Barrow?
Oh, it were 25 years ago, or thereabout. Back then, Bewley were undergoing a period of great strife. Samuel Bryden hadn't harvested a single crop for 2 seasons. Even Hernwood was sick. Berries went to rot almost as quickly as they grew. Folks started to believe the ground were blighted. Disease spread through the livestock too. People were going hungry, a panic set in.
That sounds terrible.
Aye, but I managed to keep myself fed. These things happen in nature, but the blame for it all fell on Hobbs Barrow. It were long said that a goblin made his home there. A rumour took root that the goblin were not best pleased with the villagers. In revenge for some unperceived slight, the goblin placed a curse on the soil itself. The villagers believed that ridding the barrow of its lodger would put an end to it all.
Hogwash. My father would have paid no heed to such tales.
Whether it were his intent to join the excavation when coming here, I do not know. But whatever it were that Samuel Bryden and those lads did inside that barrow, people say it did the trick. The crop started to grow back, and health returned to the livestock. Bewley were no longer in the grip of dark forces. You must understand, folk here are a superstitious lot. They don't want you disturbing whatever it were those lads did. As far as the villagers are concerned, the problem were fixed. The thought of another excavation must be conjuring panic that you'll undo whatever it were they did.
This does explain a lot.
And it's also why I'd venture nobody around here wants you to touch the place.
Except for you.
I want to know what's there.
Surely you don't believe these tales of goblins and curses to be true?
Not at all. However, I suspect those lads did find something in the barrow. But did it have any connection to failing crops and dying livestock? No. I can assure you there's nothing to fear. Coincidence reigns supreme.
So what do you think they found?
That is for us to discover, Miss Bateman.
Who was the third man who joined my father and Mr. Bryden on the excavation?
I'm afraid I don't know. Although I'd heard about the excavation and I were intrigued by it, I mostly stayed at home during that time. The atmosphere in the village was rather too tense for me liking. And besides, the excavation were undertaken with an air of mystery about it.
Indeed. Yeah, since when do goblins do curses, guys? That doesn't sound right. Goblins and curses? When I think about goblins, I think about Shrek, the Green Goblin. Is he a goblin, guys? I'm not even sure. Does he do curses? I don't think so. He is a good goblin, a very kind and gentle goblin. Hello, Maria. Welcome to the stream. Kunga5. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hope you all are doing extremely well. Also, Case. Welcome from Oregon. How are you? Hello, everybody.
Tell me more of this folklore you mention.
It is said that Hobbs Barrow is home to a goblin. Everyone in Bewley has some version or another of this story. But the version my father told me as a child described the barrow as a thin place. The goblin were deemed to be the guardian of this so-called thin place.
Shrek is an ogre. Oops. I always get those two mixed up. Goblins and ogres. Are they not very similar?
Tell me more about this goblin.
Some said he were a mischievous little mite, snatching newborn lambs and smashing windows with pebbles. Others said he were friendly, there to lend a helping hand in times of strife. The latter of which makes it all the more surprising as to why the previous excavation took place. My father's stories put the goblin in the mischievous category. Sacksnot, he called the creature. I recall one such anecdote. but Saxnot entered Bewley and ordered a pair of boots to be made by the cobbler. However, when collecting them, he insisted on paying for them with a bag of sow's teeth. The cobbler was so scared of angering the goblin that he accepted.
A colourful tale indeed, Mr. Shoulder. Has any explanation been offered for why this Saxnot cursed the soil?
Your guess is as good as mine, lass.
This goblin is probably only a human, guys. A very giant human. Super tall. Super broad. In the shoulders. And wear weird clothing. So I think he is still a human.
What is a thin place?
A place where one can walk between worlds. Where the flesh meets the spirit world. Just superstition, of course, as you well know.
I had a peculiar dream last night. I met a creature at Hobbs Barrow. I suppose you might say it was a goblin. It told me it had saved my father from trouble inside Hobbs Barrow. I'll admit the coincidence of this is somewhat astounding.
A remarkable coincidence, but nothing more than that.
But there is still one thing that puzzles me. The goblin told me proof of its claims would await me in the morning. Surely enough, I awoke to find that my father's journal had appeared in my room.
Very queer indeed.
Mr. Shoulder, you invited me here, to a town I'd never heard of, only for me to discover that my own father was here 25 years before. And not only that, but that he was also embroiled in some sort of superstitious hysteria which goes against everything he ever taught me. Something is wrong here. This must be more than mere coincidence.
It's strange, I'll give you that. But please remember who you are, Miss Bateman.
This is my father's journal.
Incredible. Can I look inside?
You may.
Look at these drawings. Wonder what it all means.
You and I both. It all feels very out of character for my father.
I'm sure you'll find the answers beneath the soil, Miss Bateman.
What do you make of this strange stone?
A carving of a cockerel?
Yes, it was strapped to my father's journal. Do you think it could have something to do with the previous excavation?
Possibly, though I'm not aware of the motif having any meaning around these parts.
Is this your glove?
I've been looking all over for that. Where did you find it?
In the alley behind the plough and furrow on the night of my arrival.
Yeah.
Were you there?
As I say, I've been bedbound for several days, Miss Bateman.
How odd.
Can I please have it back?
Here.
Thank you.
No more lies, Mr. Shoulder.
We're peas of the same pod, Miss Bateman.
No, we are not.
I knew you wouldn't be frightened by a few old stories. It will be interesting to see what those lads found in there.
Certainly.
Thank you so very much for responding to my letter and for coming here. We have some great discoveries to make, you and I.
I sincerely hope so.
And a chance to follow in your father's footsteps. Right, time for me to shift these old bones. I'm to take me a spot of the plough and furrow. I'll be there all night should you need me assistance.
Thank you, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sorry again for giving you the runaround. I promise I am not beyond redemption. I won't let you down again. See you soon.
Are we not going to talk about pay, guys?
I'm starting to wonder if Mr. Shoulder even existed.
And now he is here! Showing up all of a sudden! So how much am I going to get paid for this? We didn't discuss the most important aspect of this expedition, guys. Oh well.
The day was starting to test me. The word coincidence felt insufficient to explain what was happening.
Coincidence? Coincidence that we found his white glove outside the bathroom.
It was after that first conversation with Leonard Shoulder that I started entertaining thoughts of a truly irrational nature. What if my dream wasn't just a dream?
You mean the goblin, the tiny goblin? I thought goblins are always big in size. I suppose they are very tiny goblins too.
What if it was all more than simple coincidence? What if that thing really could help my father?
Well, shall we go find this thing?